Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we have, hey yo man, we got Dame Dash talking about who was the best artist at Roc-A-Fella, man. We gonna talk about that in a hot second, man. We got Quando Rondo explaining why he ain't gonna be checking in. You know what I mean? Brittany Renner dragging Jay-Z into her shenanigans, man. We got Benny the Butcher and what's going down with him. And yo, again, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source Show. If this is your first time to the channel, man, be sure to hit that like button if you feel any part of the content. We definitely appreciate that. And yo, that notification bell's waiting for your tap, so go on and give it a tap. And that subscribe button's waiting for your subscription, man, so go on and touch that too. Alright, man, yo, it's the weekend, man. Happy Friday, man. I know a lot of y'all was waiting for this day. I feel like the week went by super fast, man. But you was like, yo, man, I don't really care about all that, man. What you got for us for today? Alright, let me hit you with this real quick. Alright, here we go right here. Yeah, yo, man, look, you probably already heard about Benny the Butcher and Freddie Gibbs having quite the back and forth, man. And, you know, the joint is mad ugly, man. I'm actually kind of shocked these dudes is doing it because, man, who does that? You know what I mean? Who the hell's still doing that right now in 2022, having back and forth with people, man? You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, listen. It was ugly when that video surfaced of Freddie Gibbs getting the paws put on him in Buffalo, man. You know what I mean? Like, that was bad enough. Now, Benny the Butcher and Freddie Gibbs have been continuing the beef, like they still in high school or something like that. Gibbs tried to talk about Benny not being able to pack a show. And Benny the Butcher responded by posting a pic of Freddie Gibbs' girl doing something to someone other than Freddie. And posting, this is what he posted. He posted a quote. At Freddie Gibbs, you gotta be careful. She'll put that tongue anywhere. Close quote. I mean, that was such a dirty move, it wasn't even funny. Gibbs responded by saying, oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, fam, I knew my girl did prawn when I met her. Y'all some detectives though. Try again, champ. Try again? Like, what more do you want to see, man? You know what I'm saying? The man posted a pic of your lady. Come on, bro. Like, I wouldn't even tell him to try again. He said, yo, man, you wish your wife was this bad, fam. I seen her. She ain't it. And Gibbs' girl jumped into the fray, right? Feet first. And she said, quote, thanks, Benny. I was wondering where all these new subscribers was coming from. Close quote. Killer move right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Shorty owned it, man. And look, ain't nothing better than when somebody owned it. When you try to tell somebody like, yo, man, this is you. You know what I'm saying? That's what they try to do to your boy Trump. They told you, Trump, you are wrong for cussing and saying that Haiti is an ish-hole country and you call people fat. He was like, yeah, I did call people fat. And that's exactly how I feel about Haiti. I was like, damn, yo. You know what I'm saying? Checkmate. You know what I mean? He owned it. And then he became the president. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I grabbed him by the coochie. And what? And then he won the presidency. I was like, okay, I almost felt like I had to respect it. You know what I'm saying? Killer move, man. And look, you can rarely win against someone who just owns it, who just takes it. You know what I'm saying? You a jerk. You know, yo, when I go to work, man, people are like, man, like this is what they say about your boy. I don't know why. They're like, yo, you know what? They're like, Celeb, you an asshole, man. That's what my coworkers be saying. You an asshole. That's what they say about me. And I'm just like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I take it. I probably am. You know what I mean? I don't feel bad about it. Anyway, look, Freddie and Benny ain't the only ones not playing nice with each other, man. The artists Offset and Quality Control's P have been having their own tension concerning Offset's rights to his own solo music. Now, as far as I understand, Offset is now suing Quality Control over reneging on a deal. They struck this deal to give him the rights to his solo music, okay? This is what P typed. He said, quote, the last lawsuit was filed publicly and dismissed quietly. Okay? He goes, let's see how this one go. Been too real for all this lame-ish. Everyone know the real problem. You know what I'm saying? Now, Offset fired back. He said, ninjas act like I'm the problem. I pay millions to get my rights back. Ninja, you blackballed me. I ain't said ish one time, homie. I ain't spoke to you in 2 years. Now I drop and you want your name on my credit? Close quote. I mean, you know. I mean, look, I hope these two settle their differences, man. You know what I'm saying? I think even DJ Khaled had something to say about, you know, what it's looking like with the Migos and whether they're going to stay together, whether they're going to break up, man. I mean, of course, we 100% hope that we hope to see people together because people like to see that, man. People like to see people getting together. Everyone loved it, right? When Cam worked out the situation with Jay-Z. They loved that. They didn't expect to see Cam on stage. We don't expect to see Nas on stage and stuff like that performing with Jay-Z. But when we saw it, it was a real man move. So we hope that these guys can settle their differences, man. Although sometimes things just can't be settled like that. Now, it looks like, listen, man, this goes straight into what academics is talking about, man. There's a story that has dropped, right, concerning academics, and this is academics now speaking to DJ, the DJ Vlad, right? He spoke to DJ Vlad, and DJ Academics essentially said that there gonna be some more Ricos coming. Yeah, y'all better saddle up, because the Ricos are a coming. You know what I mean? Now, we already know the DA, Fannie Willis, I believe her name is. Fannie Willis in Fulton County, Georgia. She's already stated that there were 2 high-profile Rico cases that would have come. But DJ Academics says, ain't just 2. These people are coming for all of y'all rappers that are running around talking about all this gang activity and all this other foolishness, man. You know what I'm saying? In fact, DJ Academic said the following. What'd he say, man? He said, I had the story right here, but the joint just disappeared because they try to offer me $5 million now. I don't want the $5 million. I don't even believe it, okay? I think it's some kind of, spoof. Anyway, DJ Academic said, if my joint ever load up, all right, here we go. Your boy Ack said, he said, quote, I think rap is going through a cleansing right now. As I said, all these DAs, they're following each other. The Philly DA, they said, we know so-and-so is beefing with such and such, like 2 gangs. They say, listen, if you in these gangs, you better stop, and if you around these gangs, you better get the hell away from them. Indictments are a-coming. They literally just said it. And then he continued on and said, and they named 10 of them. It's one of those things like the police are kind of keen to what's going on, and they're also linking a lot of it with music. We're in the biggest gangster era right now. I used to think when I was a kid that the biggest gangsters was in the 90s and the 2000s until I talked to them dudes and they was like, there was never this much bodies. Rappers are dying way more frequently, and what's happening now is the police got to react to that. So they're going to incarcerate way more rappers than ever before. I think this era is going to come with new music because after they lock up all these real street ninjas, rappers are going to have to go back to Cuddy and Ish, close quote. Hey yo, listen, man. I don't know if they're gonna go back to Cuddy, but I'm saying, man, a lot of these are like, y'all should know. Look, y'all should have knew from the jump. Don't confess your crimes on record. Like, I'm actually shocked, right? That artist was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna confess every single crime I've done in real life on record. Who the hell does that, man? Like, you gotta be a different level of whatchamacallit to do that. But for some strange reason, these artists thought, hey, I could do it, and I'm going to say it was all art. Okay, well, guess what, artist? We're gonna hand you a paintbrush when you in the cell block. You see what I'm saying? And that's exactly what's going down, man. Matter of fact, let me do my shout outs real quick. Maybe, because that reminds me of a dude that came through and said he was on the government. He was on vacay, courtesy of the government. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, man, it was a gated community. I'm over here like, word, was there barbed wire in that gated community? Hey, yo, CJ White, shout out to you, big dog. My man said my fiance just subscribed, bro. You know what I'm saying? When we moved in together, she ain't get why I listened every night. But now she watches with me. You see that, man? A family that watches Celebs source together and speaks on the philosophical and psychological aspect of what these artists are doing. When y'all talk together, you are actually solidifying and continuing to build like your relationship, man. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to you, CJ White. R. Cooper came through and said, hey, yo! Shout out to the source. They said, thank you for putting up with Celeb, Keys, and the dashboard every day. Much love to you, brother. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, yeah. Shout out to the source, man, because Source be getting these stories late. Source does the heavy lifting, man. I just be running my jibs. You know what I'm saying? Billy Two Hats came through and said, hey, yo, thanks for that shout out yesterday, big dog. It made my day. I was like, word? You know what I'm saying? I don't know that the shout outs be doing that. You know what I mean? I just be trying to throw just show y'all some love, man, because y'all be showing me some love, man. This channel ain't nothing unless you tune in. You know what I mean? Or share. You know what I'm saying? And when you comment. All those things. Y'all actually help your boy Celeb out. So I appreciate it. If I'm helping you out, you helping me out. We working this hand in hand. Celeb sources, all of us. Dizzy X1, my man came through and said, yo, my guy, shout outs to you. Love your vids, always informative. I swear you need to be a sports commentator or radio personnel. Dizzy, we appreciate that. Although we never want to do that because I don't want nobody trying to tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? Every time somebody says something, I'm like, he just told me what to do. They just told me what to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when people tell me what to do, man. You know what I mean? That's why I can't stand people be telling me, just tell the news. Don't tell me what to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go make your own damn channel and go tell your own damn news. You know what I mean? You're tuning in trying to tell me what the baller/hustler Gotti. Shout out to you, man. You're always coming through, man. You're always showing up. So shout out to you. Miss Latrice Reed, she says, Celeb, I'm highly upset. How the hell I'm gonna enjoy the news if you rushing it like that? Giving me anxiety and ish. That's because yesterday's video, man, we had to rush through that joint, man. Bit Rage said, he's talking about my nurse. My nurse said everyone has herpes. I'm looking at my nurse like, well, this is where you got it wrong, sis. You know what I'm saying? Bitrate said, when your nurse says everyone has herpes, she's saying scientifically. Like, you know, if you ever had a cold sore before, then you've had a form of herpes. I'm like, yeah. I ain't never had a cold sore, bro. You know what I mean? Like I ain't never had that, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't accept that. I don't accept that. And lastly, man, J2 Cool came through and said, yo, I appreciate you vigorously putting out videos for me while I vigorously open these boxes, vigorously prepping orders, vigorously laughing at you, vigorously telling me how vigorously Miss Banks was shaking her buns for the kids. P.S. I'm vigorously resubscribing. He's like, what up with that, though? I don't know, man. They be unsubscribing people like crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? I was watching this dude named Corey X Kenshin, and he was talking about the reason why he thinks people be getting not unsubscribed, but people be getting throttled. I said, interesting, Corey X Kenshin. Now, a bunch of other big-time YouTubers are talking about the same reason as to why, Markiplier and all them other video game people. Anyway, let's get right back to it. You're like, Celeb, your numbers aren't growing because you suck. Yeah, you suck too. You know what I mean? You saying I suck at this craft. I'm saying, well, let me keep it going. Brittany Renner. I don't know how we just jumped into her after talking about, well, let me not say that. Anyway, let's my bad. Brittany Renner, remember she's the one that was telling the people at Kentucky State, hide your kids, hide your wife. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Hide your kids. She was like, yo, I'm on the college campus. Hide your kids. I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? And everybody was like, man, she's damn near a predator. But she was like, I'm sorry, they're all 18. And it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now she explains how her relationships are no different than the relationship between Jay-Z and Beyonce. Hey, yo, take a listen.
There's a 12-year age gap is what we're talking about. So if I'm 30 years old and I'm talking to your son that's 12 years younger than me, what's the problem?
Do you understand?
Can I answer that?
Go ahead.
My problem with that would be is that you have more experience than he is, and I would want him to live his life a little bit more before dealing with someone that's seasoned. I have 2 children, 2 sons.
I have a son as well. So, I mean, I think even when I think about Jay-Z and Beyonce, whether you're talking about me or Jay-Z, what's the difference?
I wouldn't encourage my son to date someone that's 12 years younger than him either. So immediately, like the conversation went to the comparison. I hold both parties accountable.
Right.
And I wouldn't like either of that, any situation like that.
That's fair.
Hey, yo, Shorty's like, yo, whether you talk about me and an 18-year-old or Jay-Z and Beyonce, what's the difference? It's the same age difference. I'm like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, and what can you say to that? Like, what can you honestly say to that? She goes, there's a 12-year age gap. Is what we're talking about. If I'm 30 years old and I'm talking to your son that's 12 years younger than me, what's the problem? Yeah, what is the problem? If Jay-Z did, is that the age gap between Jay-Z and Beyonce? I don't know. Let me take a look. Now I gotta look. You're like, you should have known this before you. Hey, your boy's freestyling, man. Can I live? Can I live? Okay. All right. So Jay-Z is Jay-Z, not Jay. Jay-Z. This man is damn. All right, so Jay-Z is 52 years old, and if Jay-Z is 52 years old, how old is Beyonce? Let's take a look. Beyonce, how old are you, girl? Beyonce it says 40. How many years is this woman gonna be 40? All right, whatever. That's a 12-year age gap. Okay, 40. But when she first came out, she must have been making music since she was 6. Anyway, 12-year age different, man. You know what I mean? So if you're 30 and you know 18, like yo, like what can we say? You know what I'm saying? I mean, men and women are not alike, but I understand what she's saying. She raises an excellent point. If she is cringy for doing that, although, Brittany, women are, let me ask you a question, Brittany Renner, or anybody in my audience, who tends to be more mature at the age of 18, men or women? Okay? everyone is in unison saying that they believe, most of the time, that women tend to be more mature, you know what I'm saying, than men at 18. So if a woman is more mature at 18, then technically an 18-year-old woman who is more mature can get with a dude that's a couple years older, and, you know what I'm saying, mentally, they could match. You see what I'm saying? So maybe, you know what I mean? Like, maybe, so Brittany, with that in mind, if an 18-year-old woman might be operating with the mind of a 25-year-old man, then what the hell is a 30-year-old woman operating with? I mean, come on, sis. If you're 30, then you damn near 45. And you dealing with an 18-year-old man whose mind ain't really 18, but he really 16, 15? Come on, girl. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with us. What's my time looking like? All right, check this out, man. Quando Rondo. This man said he ain't gonna check in. He ain't effing checking in. Now check this out. We already know what happened with Quando Rondo last weekend, okay? He went to the gas station. There was a gas station ambush in LA. He got shot at. His boy Lil Pab got killed in the gunfire, okay? Now, Quando Rondo said he refuses to check in with you. Hey, yo, take a listen.
Nigga, before I call another man for some protection, nigga, I'm gonna pay security guards. What the fuck, and I ain't even about to do that, cuz it's just me and my family. Everybody around me, family. I know what everybody around me gonna do. I ain't never been no bitch ass nigga. But before my daughter grow up and hear her daddy was a bitch, she'll grow up without a daddy. And that's just some real ass shit. Y'all folks do anything to bring a nigga down. Y'all folks ain't in the nigga situation. Y'all folks don't know what the fucking nigga got going on, cuz. Half of y'all folks are panic, y'all been in my shoes. The fuck?
Hey, I don't even think we can fault the man. Like, honestly, I don't think we can fault him. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to check in, the man just don't want to check in. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? Let this man live. And finally, I mean, yeah, we understand gang has to check in, man. But, you know, that's just like the gang doesn't really offer much. Like, I understand it offers you like a sense of family if you've grown up without one, man. But there's a million things that can offer you a sense of family. This thing offers you a sense of family, but then you also have to check in, right? You might get shot at any given time. You might get jumped at any given time. When it's on site, when you see all kinds of people, man. Meanwhile, you could just join another kind of group, and, you know what I'm saying? You could join a Facebook family. Yo, like, do you really got to do this killing? And then a lot of times, well, whatever. Because then y'all going to be running from the cops. You got to worry about the cops always trying to come and get you, which they should. You know what I'm saying? And you know you're scared of the cops, gangs. Those of y'all that are in gangs, are you not afraid of the police? You know you're scared of the police. Come on, you could admit it. And finally, Dame Dash. This dude is swift, man. This, like, mentally, he's quick. You know what I mean? And I like him for that. Dame Dash was asked in the Art of Dialogue I was looking at, right? They posted Dame Dash being asked if it's a choice between they asked him straight up. They said, who is the greatest music artist to represent Roc-A-Fella Records? And this is what Dame Dash said. Hey, yo, take a listen. I don't even hate that, man. I mean, like, to me, it's a landslide. You're like, who's more creative? By a landslide. It's not even close to me. You know what I'm saying? You like, you just don't like Jay. I mean, I don't love his musical style. No, I don't. You know what I'm saying? And you could be like, oh my gosh, he said something blasphemous. I don't give a F. You know what I mean? I just told you, I don't like his musical style. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like it. Some people I like, some people I don't. Everyone loves Jay-Z. Me personally, I don't like listening to his music. I just don't. I don't like his rhyme scheme. I don't like his flow. He says some clever things. And I must admit, the only album I liked from Jay-Z that I was like, yo, I really can rock with this is the 444 album. That's the only one I like. But, and there may be, like, I know he ghostwrites too, so there might be other artists I'm like, this song is hot, and maybe their delivery is what it was. Maybe it's his delivery I don't like. I don't know. You know what I mean? But here is the thing. Between Jay-Z and Kanye West, come on, bruh. That's, to me, like, you're trying to, like, who thinks that Jay-Z is better than Kanye West? You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, I'm not talking about who's a better person. I'm not talking about who is a better this or who is a better that. Like, just musically, who is more creative? Dame Dash is like, I managed both of them. And in my opinion, Kanye was more creative. I'm like, sir, I see the same thing that you see. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, though, because, you know, maybe I'm curious to know now. Just post it in the comments, right? And you don't even have to explain it or whatever if you don't want to, you know what I mean? But just post the name, you know what I'm saying? K or J, or Kanye or Jay. Who do you think was more creative musically, man? Who do you think makes better music? Who was more creative in their musical style? Who had more punchlines or whatever? Who was more like, you know what I mean? Like, you want to listen to their album multiple times because they junk was ill. Jay-Z or Kanye West? Post that joint in the comments below. In the meantime, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, and yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source of celeb news.